Hello everybody, welcome back to another trade recap video. I'll be going over some of the more recent trades I've taken coming into the new year. Let's get right into it. Start with the first ticker here, AKBA, Akebia Therapeutics. There was this flag coming off the bottom here, moved up about 100%, consolidated for just about 2 weeks and gave enough time for the 10-day simple moving average here. You can see that the white line to catch up before breaking out. So I bought here at about 0.46, between 0.46 and 0.47. Not even the best entry, but risking too low of day on this day here, which was 0.42. Still full position size in this right now. Had its first red day since the breakout. Maybe it goes consolidates, allows for the 10-day to catch up again and breaks out further. Technically has a lot of room to the upside. I mean, it's still a fairly beaten down name, so you have to curb your expectations somewhat, but I'll be trailing it with the 10-day simple moving average. Next, we got GOTU. It's a Chinese education sector. You have the whole Chinese sector breaking out at the moment, so you definitely want to be in these trades. This is one that actually had relative strength even before the sector broke out, but then went through a pullback. That had a 5-day pullback, and I was looking at a mean reversion trade and in this pullback, so it was down 47% in 5 days. So I entered this day here, the opening range highs of this day, which coincided with $2.49. So if we zoom in here, I bought on this day right above, just about above this 15-minute candle with a stop at the low of day. So the stop is still, relatively big for a $2 name. I'm using a $2.19 stop, but this is a fast moving stock. As you can see, from the entry already, we're up about 44%, and I have about half the trade left. My first target was the 10-day simple moving average. It tested here. I sold half the position, and I'm now trading the rest. Gonna see if it can retest, $4.25, and see what happens from there. Baba, another name I was watching in the Chinese sector, flagging really nice here. It's a institutional investor kind of name. So, you have these big accumulation days here. It's flagging with the whole sector. The 10 and 20 have caught up. It originally broke out, found some resistance on the 200 SMA, but, beautiful fall through the next day. So entry again here, opening range high, simple entry, nothing complicated, around $93, stop low a day. Ended up moving it up to $91 basically. Haven't sold any of it yet, although I'm considering taking some off just because the market is still quite uncertain. But this sector is really trading, unlike the market at the moment. It's kind of uncorrelated. So you can easily retest this little resistance zone around $120. But don't want to give back too much profits in this market either. So I'm trading a little more conservative than usual. Next, we have Billy, B-I-L-I, another faster moving Chinese name that was flagging right over here. The 10-day SMA had caught up beautifully, and then it broke out. Underperforming slightly on the breakout, I would say, but still looks very good. Easily could have room to, mid-30s and beyond, depending on what the market's doing. You can see, again, huge accumulation volume on this move up. Exactly what you want to see from a relatively strong sector. So just we'll be holding this position as well. We'll look to sell some this week and trail the rest with the 10 or 20 day simple moving average. JZ is another Chinese name I just took a smaller position on because it's heavily beaten down. I saw this day some good volume here, so I decided to enter right here. It built this kind of intraday flag with lower highs, kind of begging to go up from here. It has a lot of room to the upside, as you can see. But the main factor was the volume, and it's part of the Chinese sector, again in the education space. So, it's a smaller mid-cap name, 100 million float. It can easily make a few dollar move higher, if all willing that the Chinese sector remains strong. But it's a smaller position for me just because it's more of like an intraday flag. mean reversion-ish type of trade. Not my bread and butter breakout, so took a smaller position on it. YGMZ, another mean reversion name in the Chinese space that I had took actually on this day here, and I'm still holding because it hasn't taken out my stop, and that the Chinese sector is strong kind of gave me more conviction to hold it. It was down 88% in 3 sessions. I actually bought it on this day here. It did take out the opening range highs at some point, and I bought it somewhere here around a dollar, and actually I bought it $1.07, somewhere here. And didn't act well originally, still not acting great, but it's now about break even. And I've seen these kind of randomly make a huge move up after this move kind of moved down. So yeah, why not? I'm still in this trade, and we'll see what happens. Last one I'm going to go through is a trade I posted on Twitter here. It was the first parabolic short of 2023. Beautiful trade. It was on Kala here that moved up 1,000, 300, 1,500% in 6 days. It's very difficult to be shorting these. I don't recommend them for any new traders, but the strategy was, it's basically one of these garbage companies that's up on some kind of news, on big volume. You have some intraday short squeezes going on with short sellers trying to get in early, just because they think the stock is garbage and it shouldn't be where it is. But I'm looking for, a big blow off move. It leaves this nice upper wick and then gaps up here. So it closes here, gaps up here, small gap up, and then displays some intraday weakness. We can even zoom into the 5-minute here. So I'm watching here. It gaps up a little bit. It did take out the opening range highs, and I had tried a trade on it that didn't work originally. So right here, under the opening range lows, got stopped out over the highs, and then it kind of just built these lower highs all day, as you can see pretty clearly. So I took an original small position around here, and then added once it broke under $44. So I got about a 44.5 entry average, and then covered most of the position here around $30, and then I didn't want to hold it over the weekend, so I ended up covering the whole position just about $30. The borrows were very expensive on this. This probably, it could easily fade back to zero really, but realistically I could see this testing $20, $15 this week, but because the borrows are so expensive, I'm not willing to hold it. This was a good way to start the year. Hope that we're going to get some more movement and many more trades like this. And that's all for today. I will be posting a position tracker in the details of this video that you can follow my trades basically in live time. I'll be posting at the end of every day my new trades that I take, failed or good trades. And so yeah, you can follow me there as well. Thanks for watching. Drop a like and subscribe if you liked the video.